Rediscover Flow at discoverflow.co. Flow, inspired by you.
The Trinidad and Tobago Fair Trading Commission, TTFTC, is aiming to enhance the process for company mergers to bring more clarity and transparency. Executive Director at the Commission, Bevan Narayansingh, says there's been a total of 30 applications for mergers since the full proclamation of the Fair Trading Act in 2020. And he notes the next step is to prepare merger regulations, in which a legislative brief has already been prepared.
So that regulation will spell it out, bring more details, and that's what regulation does. Brings more detail to the process. How, when we will be considering applications, what are we going to be charging, the specific timelines that we will be following at various stages. Instead of just saying we have 30 days to review and approve, that 30 days will be broken down.
He says there are currently just 3 provisions for merger to take place. Under the Act, the 3 stipulations are: anti-competitive mergers are prohibited, the Commission's permission is needed where the total value of the merging companies exceeds $50 million, and that one of the companies intends to carry on business in TNT. But Vice President of the TNT Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Sanjay Pierre Chase, says the Chamber has been advocating for that $50 million combined asset value to be reflected in the current business environment.
That might have seemed a big figure for both of us, but bring that in 2024. 50 million TT being the combined assets of 2 entities engaging in a discussion for merger or collaboration, joint venture agreement, must come and knock on Bevan's door and seek their approval. So that's one of the things that the Chamber has been lobbying for.
And the chairman of the commission, Dr. Ronald Ramkisoon, says it also takes the state of the economy and other factors into consideration when reviewing a merger application.
We take into account the state of the economy, whether there is economic growth, how companies are doing, the profitability of companies, the profitability of that activity, how if we restrain, say, the importation of a particular product, whether it is going to affect the consumer.
The Chamber's Vice President notes her support for the TTFTC in dealing with merger requests.
The FTC has had just over 30 transactions that came to its attention for approval, and I could safely say, because I had engaged Bevan on this last year, that the majority of them received the approval of the FTC. So that is really a commendable feat that they are able to review a transaction and say that it comes within the operation.
Mr. Ramkisoon, though, believes the TTFTC is in need of more funding and believes the political will is there.
Well, I think to double the amount will not be a bad place to start. We have proven over the last 10 years how much work we have done. The work has become much more intense.
And as for the next step for merger regulations, Mr. Narayansingh said it would now be left to government to step in.
Draft these regulations. Now, officially, this has to be done by the Office of the Attorney General. The Chief Parliamentary Counsel, more specifically, has to do that. So that's the next step now. So we have prepared a legislative brief. It is now, it has been forwarded to the Ministry of Trade and Industry.
The TTFTC celebrates its 10th anniversary this year after being established as an independent statutory agency in 2014. I am Sunil Lalla with your TTT News Business Insight.
Rediscover Flow at discoverflow.co. Flow, inspired by you.
44 million fans, 11 players, 1 flow. Bleeding we colors, celebrating we greatness. With every 6, every wicket, every moment of glory, Flow is proud to be a part of it, putting the we in win. Sign up or upgrade for an everything plan to win exclusive access to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Visit in-store or discoverflow.co for details. Promotion ends June 21st and is approved by the NLCB. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, official telecom supporter of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup.